what we're going to tier list is mid lane morality tier list. That's what we're going to tier list here. So this is like how morally correct it is to climb on these champs. Because some mid champs are like, you know, much more questionable than others. Was land on YouTube. We could probably put it on the second channel. All right, do we go alphabetically? Do we go alphabetically? Okay. Yeah, we'll go alphabetically. All right, let's start with Ahri. How ethical do we feel like Ahri is to climb? I'm going to say... Wait, hold on. Let me actually change the... Yeah, actually, no, we can leave the colors like this. Although I'll turn off this thing real quick. There we go. I'm going to say climbing on Ahri is actually not particularly ethical. It's a very strong champion. It's really, really fun. But the thing with Ahri is you get away with, like, so much shit. Let me just, like, here, I'll put this, like, extremely immoral. Okay. Hold on, we should categorize these. What should we have these as? Like, immoral, questionable, maybe, like, it's fine. And then, like, wholesome. Is there any way, is this just fucked? Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say Ahri is, like, it's questionable. It is pretty questionable. The thing is, like, Ahri, again, you just get away with way too much. That's the problem. You get away with way too much. I think climbing on a champ that, like, punishes you harder is gonna be much more respectable. It's really OP, though, you know? It is really, really OP. I'd say somewhere in the middle. Wholesome. Should I change the Giga Chat or should I put another one? Maybe I should add another one. Here, I'll add another one below. Actual Giga Chat. And this can be for, like, people that are playing, like, turbo goated stuff. Okay, Akali. Alright, Akali's an interesting one. So, thing with Akali is the champ itself is kind of cringe. Like, let's be honest, it uses D-Shield Second Wind. It also uses Gunblade, which is kind of cheating. But I'm going to be honest, like, this champ is not very good. Like, at the moment, it's not very good. So, honestly, I might put Akali in questionable tier as well. I'm, like, very tempted to put it higher and say this is an immoral champ just because it uses D-Shield Second Wind. But just because Akali sucks right now, or not sucks, but, like, is kind of counterpick locked, I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe it's immoral. Maybe it's immoral. The champ sucks, but below mid lane is bot lane. We know what that means. I mean, like, that's what Katarina is, though, right? Yeah, I guess it... Okay, you know what? Maybe I should I move these down? No, actually, no, it's fine. I think it's fine where it is. Okay, we'll leave that. All right, next one, Akshan. This one needs no explanation, okay? Everyone knows exactly where Akshan is going, all right? Akshan is possibly the most immoral champion in the entire game. He breaks every rule. It's cheating, pretty much. Extremely cringe. I hate playing against Akshan. It's so disgusting. It's incredibly disgusting. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Should I put Mbessa on the list? I don't know. Mbessa's, like, not really a mid laner. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to Mbessa. Let's get all the other mids out of the way, and we can come back to some of these, like, niche things. Okay, Anivia. All right, where are we putting Anivia? Guys, Anivia. I'm going to drop a hot take here. I think Anivia is at least immoral, if not extremely immoral, you know? So here's my thing with Anivia. Anivia is kind of like Lux. It's a really, really hard champ to punish because, like, it once it hits level 6, it basically just, like, can't be punished anymore. And it uses Catalyst, which is extremely annoying. I don't think it's quite going to be Akshan tier. In fact, what I'm going to do... Yeah, you know what? Let's make an entire tier for Akshan. Because this is, like... This is just disgusting. But yeah, I don't think... I don't think it's quite extremely immoral, but it's very suspicious, guys. Like, let's be honest. I cannot condone playing Anivia. I really can't. Annie. Where should we put Annie? I honestly don't think Annie's that bad. I would say Annie's, like, it's fine, maybe. Or maybe questionable. I don't know. It's not, like, super turbo AIDS. It's a little annoying, though. Like, it is... Whenever I play against an Annie player, I am, like, thinking, like, wow, this guy's, like, not that great. But, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I think we just put him in. It's fine. I think, honestly, if I saw Annie more often, I think I'd probably change my mind, you know? I have a feeling that if I saw Annie more often, I'd actually be pretty pissed off playing against her. But, I don't know. We don't really see it a whole lot, right? Like, it's fine. Alright, A-Sol. A-Sol, I think, is... I'm going to say A-Sol is actual Giga Chad. If you play A-Sol mid and not A-Sol bot, I think this is Giga Chad. So my reasoning is, like, 1, this champ is not that good, even to begin with. And 2, it's a horrible blind. So, like, if you're, like, blinding A-Sol mid, this is, like, cock and ball torture, okay? It really, really is. Yeah, I think it's pretty tough. I think it's pretty tough. I'll put in the actual Giga Chad tier. As a young player, I love A-Sol mid. Yeah, it's like the freest win ever. Okay, Aurora. I think Aurora is going to be similar to Annie, probably. It's not as punishable as... No, sorry, it's more punishable than something like Ahri, because it doesn't have as much sustain. And the combo is quite easy to miss. It's definitely not wholesome. It's either questionable or it's fine. I don't think it quite makes it higher up on the list. I could see it being next to Ahri. I think the only thing is, like, I think Aurora is quite a bit harder than Ahri. So, like, I don't think we'd quite put it there. I don't know. Questionable or it's fine. Wait. I'm going to put it's fine. I think I'm going to put it's fine. I really don't think it's that bad. Azir. Okay, Azir also actual Giga Chad tiers. So Azir, another champ that in solo queue is just trash, I think. Like, super counterable by shit tons of stuff. Really reliant on your team not being aliens. Half of Azir's kit doesn't even work in solo queue because, like, you don't receive ganks. It's hard to play. You don't get time to scale. So, I mean, if you're out here as, like, an Azir one-trick and high elo, I respect the hell out of it. I think you're making your life insanely difficult. And, yeah, it's pretty tough. Brand. I will put Brand on the list. I mean, again, we'll come back and do another pass. Maybe we'll add a few other things. But we should put Brand on the list. Brand is pretty immoral, guys. I'm going to be honest. Brand is, like, not quite extremely immoral, but this champ is very questionable. This champ is very, very questionable. I think that the problem with Brand, like, you know, just super easy. Builds, like, super cancer items. You know, very hard to punish. Even if you die 10 times, like, it's fine. I think it's kind of immoral to climb on Brand. What is this tier list? It's a mid lane morality tier list. Ethics of mid lane. And low elo is extremely immoral. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I'm just gonna keep it here because I don't want to, like, have to specify between high and low elo every time. But yeah. All right, Cassio. Cassio, I'm gonna say is definitely not Giga Chad. I think it's wholesome, though. I don't know. I think Cassio is better than these champs. And I also think she's a blind. Or she's not a great blind. I don't think she's quite Giga Chad. You guys think it is? I don't know. I don't know. You guys really think it's Giga Chad? I mean, look, I don't need much convincing. I am a bit of a Cassio main. But personally, I would have said it's wholesome. Because I just think, like, she isn't a great blind. But she's clearly not as bad a blind as, like, these. Although, in theory, Azir is a good blind, but just, like, not in reality. I think I just leave her in wholesome. I don't think it makes sense to put him all the way down here. I think it's, like, too much. Okay, Diana. Let's do Diana next. I'm pretty sure, guys, that Diana is extremely immoral. I've only played Diana a few times lately, but Diana is insanely annoying to play against. I think this champ is so broken, and she's so easy. Honestly, almost Akshan tier. Yeah, I see it. I'm not going to put it up there, but this champ is disgusting. I really, really, really hate Diana. That champ needs to be locked up. Extremely moral. Does Corki get included? I'll come back to it again at the end, I think. She's not Akshan tier. She's not quite that bad, but, like, let's be honest, guys. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Okay, Ekko. Ekko, I think, is probably, like, questionable, or maybe it's fine. Okay, so, like, here's my thing with Ekko. The champ itself is not that good, which means, like, I kind of don't want to put it up, like, too high. But it is pretty annoying to play against. Like, he's very hard to kill. He's got a lot of MS. He's got a get out of jail free card. He's got a ton of wave clear, which makes him hard to interact. And he's also got this, like, really bullshit, like, Halo Blades interaction thing. So, I don't know. It's either fine or questionable. It's probably a little harder than Ahri. Yeah. We'll put it in, it's fine. I think Ekko's a little annoying, but I don't think we can quite put him up here. We'll put him somewhere in there. Okay, Fizz. Oh, Fizz. Guys, anyone want to take a wild guess as to where Fizz should go on this tier list? Fizz is extremely immoral. This champ is another just disgusting champion. It's so annoying. Like, Fizz is just... There's a bunch of champs that just can't deal with Fizz. And even if you can deal with Fizz, you're playing the game of, like, can your bot lane deal with Fizz? You know, and the reality is, like, a lot of time they can't. I think this champ's really slept on. I think he's actually kind of broken. And, yeah, he's like, goes under the radar because all the Fizz mains, and I feel like a lot of one-tricks have this, all the Fizz mains, like, say how, like, trash their champ is. But the reality is, like, I think he's pretty good. I do think he's pretty good, especially if you, like, use him as a counter pick into mages or you pick him with, like, ganking champs or whatever. Do the shark impression when the time is right. When the time is right. As a craziest trade pattern, yes, it's extremely annoying. All right, Galio. I'm not really sure where to put Galio, if I'm honest. I think... Okay, Galio, when he was OP, was pretty annoying. But I think Galio these days is, like... I don't know. It's honestly just, like, not even that good, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it's, like, questionable. Or it's fine. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. The thing is, like, if you're playing an AP-heavy combo to Galio, it's, like, really cancer. But if you're, like, a Galio one-trick, I feel like the champ is not very good. I don't know. At the same time, like, when I play against Galio mains, like, a lot of time I am thinking, like, man, this guy kind of sucks. You know? I don't know. I think we'll put it... I mean, how much do I hate versing Galio? Like, honestly, not at all. I'll put it in the it's fine tier. I'll put it in the it's fine tier. I don't like mind versing Galio at all. It's I don't think it's immoral. It's just, yeah, it's fine. Hwei. Okay. Alright, maybe another hot take. I'm gonna say currently, Hwei is, like, not quite Giga Chad, but he's pretty close. Like, currently, Hwei just isn't that good. You know, like, Hwei is not a good champ. And so, like, if you're climbing on Hwei right now, like, hella respect, because your champ is just, yeah, pretty underpowered, honestly. I really don't think he's very good. I think Hwei, when he's, like, really strong, is probably more, like, in the it's fine tier. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really think... I didn't really think Hwei is... Well, yeah, it's kind of whatever. Oh, Irelia. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know where to put Irelia. Here's the thing with Irelia. I respect the skill it takes to climb on Irelia. Like, it is a very hard champion to win on. It's a very, very hard champion to win on. But it's also extremely cancer to play against. I think I kind of have to respect Irelia climbers. I'm going to say it's wholesome. Or maybe even Giga Chad. Actually, no, it's probably not. I don't know. It is very, very annoying. I do despise Irelia. Giga Chad top not mid. That's true. I do think it's hard to top. Immoral, but it's hard to climb with. Yeah, I guess it's both, right? I guess it's both. That's kind of a tough one. I don't know. Like, playing a mage into Irelia is... It is very annoying. It's so hard. How is it not Giga? Well, it's like... It's way harder top than mid, and you also kind of get to cheat a whole phase of the game, which is quite annoying. I don't know. Based on pure morality of, like, climbing on this champ. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put it in questionable. I think it is questionable. Like, it's just, there are things that are immoral about this champ, and there are things that are wholesome about this champ, or, like, Giga Chad. But, let's be honest, like, no one actually likes playing against Aurelia, so we'll put that there. Is Jayce a mid laner these days? I would say he is. I'm going to say Jayce is a Giga Chad mid. I'll say Jayce is a Giga Chad mid. Like, this champ is hard to play. He's not very good at the moment. His matchups suck. He doesn't really have, like, I don't know. He doesn't really have, like, anything going for him mid. I'd say he's a Giga Chad champ. In mid, at least, yeah. She's so strong as a duelist, but in fight, she's hard to be effective. Yeah, exactly. It is a really hard champ. No Garen. Guys, I'll come back to off-meta champs. I'll come back to off-meta champs. Because I think a lot of these off-meta champs are going to go... They're going to go pretty high up on the tier list. They're going to go pretty high up on the tier list. Okay, Kassadin. I'm gonna be honest, like, I think Kassadin fucking sucks. I think this champ is so useless. So, where would that make me put him? I mean, it's still a very annoying champ to play against, though. It's probably another, like, kind of questionable one. Like, when Kassadin is strong, I would say it's, like, probably immoral. But, like, I don't know, this champion really sucks in the current day and age of League. So, it's probably questionable. Oh, okay, another banger. Katarina. Katarina's another super easy one, guys. This one is extremely immoral. I have to admit, Katarina is a pretty skillful champ. But the way it plays is just disgusting. You know, again, it's like, you can be Giga feeding on this champ, and then you just, like, run bot lane, and you get a double kill, and then you're back, you know? She's skillful until she gets 5 kills in bot lane. Yeah, exactly. Like, she needs to be in the extremely immoral tier. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could put it in just immoral. I don't think she's, like, quite as easy as, like, Fizz or Diana. So, like, maybe I should put it here. But then it looks weird to have, like, Anivia with Katarina, because I don't think that's fair either. Nah, fuck it. I mean, like, that champ's so cringe. We'll put it up there. Alright, keep going. LeBlanc. LeBlanc is... probably questionable tier, if I'm honest. I think a lot of people hate LeBlanc. Like, LeBlanc is one of the most... I think LeBlanc is actually one of the most hated champs in the whole game. Like, if you're a melee player or you're, like, an assassin player, you probably despise LeBlanc. But it's a pretty hard champ to play. It is actually, like, quite hard to win on. So, I don't think we can put it, like, too much higher, but I'd say she's questionable. Do you hate playing against Distortion? No, not really. Yeah, we'll put it in questionable. It's alphabetical. Where is Annie? Annie's, like, right there. Okay, we'll leave that. Lissandra. I think Lissandra is fine. I don't want to talk too much about Lissandra. I think she's fine. Like, I don't know. She's, like, a pretty whatever champ. I don't think anyone has any, like, strong feelings towards Lissandra, probably. You think wholesome? Nah, I don't think it's quite wholesome. Okay, another turbo banger coming up. We have Lux. Lux is, at the very least, extremely immoral. She could even be higher. I'm, like, tempted to put her alongside Akshan. Like, it's like a different breed of you know, questionability, but it's pretty filthy, man. I really, really despise Lux. A Lux here below Akshan. Yeah, maybe that's the play. We do need to differentiate these a little bit. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's make this. I'll make this Lux. Yeah, I think that looks right. What are we based off? It's pinned to the top. Yeah, this champ, guys, like Diana is cringe, but Lux is extremely cringe. You know, like, the problem is, like, okay, Diana is, like, if the Diana player is bad, I think she is pretty punishable. But if the Lux player is bad, you still can't really do a whole lot to her. That's just, like, yeah, nothing can be done, I feel like. And that's what annoys me the most, is, like, when the player is, like, so much weaker than you, and they just, like, you can't, like, kill them, you can't, like, really punish them, they just, like, continue spam clearing waves. Like, at least these, you know, again, I'm just thinking, like, a Diana player or a Fizz player that's, like, really bad. Like, you will notice it. Yeah, you will notice it. So I think we'll leave Lux there. I'm going to make sure to censor that shit because, you know, just looking at her name makes my cortisol spike. So, yeah, we'll put that there. Malzahar. Okay, you know what? This one's kind of, like, different based on elos. I'll say this. If you're, like, I want to say if you're below Diamond, I would say Malzahar is kind of immoral. But I'd actually say if you're Master Plus, you would be an actual Giga Champ for climbing on Malzahar, because this champion is also terrible. So, for that reason, I think he's just going in the questionable tier. Overall. Yeah, maybe in the questionable tier. I don't know, maybe it's a little immoral. What do you guys think? It might be a little immoral. I mean, the champ is just so bad. The champ is just so bad in high ranks that it's, like, basically unplayable, but it's so good in low ranks. Like, basically, everyone tells me how much they hate Malzahar and how difficult it is to punish Malzahar and, like, all these sort of things. I think he has to be at least kind of immoral. I think I'll leave him here. I think I'll leave him here. Malzahar mechanics, yeah, for sure. Oh, Melaviv. Okay, this one, everyone's going to be very polarized on. I am still kind of the opinion that Mel is, like, not very good. I really don't think Mel is very good. But there's a lot of people out there that, like, hate Mel and, like, just despise everything about her. I think she's probably just questionable. I don't know. I really don't think Mel's that good. I think her skill shots are slow. I think it's a hard champ to win on. It's probably questionable or fine. Yeah, let's just put it in fine. I really don't think it's that good. Good or bad, it's an immoral champ. Do you think so? I don't know. It is kind of cringe. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's questionable. It's probably questionable. You guys are all saying cringe? Okay, you know what? I'll poll the chat on this one. I'll poll for immoral or questionable. Mel. Immoral, questionable. I'm just gonna put I'm gonna put like a 1-minuter on this, so you guys have to be quick. You guys think she's Akshan tier? No shot. Where's Taliyah? We're alphabet ting. We're getting there. Mel needs her own tier above Akshan. Wow, you guys like hate Mel. Holy shit. Okay, 20 votes immoral. All right. Akshan's wife. 27 votes immoral. Okay, wow, you guys like despise Mel. Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'll put her at this end then. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, you guys fucking hate Mel. You guys hate Mel. Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it is annoying. Okay, all good. Actually, needs to put in Giga Chad tier? Hell no, I would never. I would never even consider it. What about Naafiri? What do we think of Naafiri? I think Naafiri is, like, kind of immoral. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this champ can farm from range. She builds D-Shield Second Wind. She has, like, shit tons of different items she can go. She's pretty easy to play. Scales. I think the only thing with Naafiri is she can't like run around the map or get fed as easily as these things can. You guys think it's extreme? I don't think it's extreme. I think Naafiri is like immoral at the best. I don't think it's like, I'm thinking of these champs here, and I don't think it's quite that tier. Don't you think? Does Naafiri scale? I mean, it depends what you build, but I think she does. It's immoral, but doesn't compare with Diana. Yeah, like, do we need another tier? Maybe we need another tier, like, between these two? What do you guys think? Like, we could change this to, like, Degenerate, and then, like, add another tier in between. I'm kind of tempted. I think we might need to space this out a little bit. I need more. I need more. Okay, so what are we gonna... should I name this, like... Degeneracy? And this is extremely immoral. I might make this just Degenerate, so it still doesn't fit, bro. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to move, I think, like, this, and maybe this? What do we think? Degen? Oh, yeah, wait, you guys are geniuses. What do we think? Something like this? I think that's pretty good. Or should Akali go here? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We can come do, like, a pass at the end. We can come to a pass at the end. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? We'll do, I think, Ori. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Ori is a very hard champ to play. But she's, like, really fucking OP. I think it's probably, like, in the is fine tier, or maybe even questionable. I don't know, like, Ori is kind of cancer. I'm gonna be honest. It is a cancer champ to play against. I think it might just be in the it's fine tier. It's like, it's fine or questionable. I don't think it's wholesome. Ori's too OP to be wholesome, I think. It's edging the morality. It's definitely, like, getting a little up there. But it is a really hard champ to play. You know, like, I do... Almost always, I think most Ori players are like... I don't know, I see... Like, if you're below Diamond and you're playing Ori, like, you're definitely making your life hard for yourself. I think we'll put her in it's fine. Or maybe, I don't know, should I make it questionable? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it in questionable. I think, well, I don't know. That's more highly skewed. Okay, let's say this. If you're below Diamond, I think it's probably a wholesome champ. Or maybe even Giga Chat. But if you're Diamond Plus, it's like getting towards Immoral. It's like definitely moving up there. But I'll put it in the it's fine tier. Let's just leave it like that. So we don't spend too much time on it. Qiyana. Alright, Qiyana is definitely immoral or extremely immoral. Like, this champ is pretty cringe. I think it's probably maybe just here. I don't know. I don't think it's definitely not D-Gen tier. She is pretty annoying. Maybe she's extremely immoral. Should we put it there? I think that looks about right. I think that looks about right. Been ages since I saw Qiyana. That's good. Yeah, I guess I just like Giga nerfed her for jungle. I guess we'll leave that. How is Katarina more degenerate than Mel? Because Katarina gets to kill your bot lane, whereas Mel does not. That's basically it. Okay, next. Ryze. Okay, you know what? Hot take. I think Ryze is kind of a Giga Chad champ to climb on. I think this champion is really, really hard to win on in solo queue. And he's pretty hard to play. At the same time, like, he does get very tanky. You guys think he's immoral? I swear Ryze, like, sucks in solo queue. Like, unless you've got, like, ganking jungler, ganking support, I think he's, like, horrible in solo queue. I think he's really good and competitive. And, like, especially in, like, higher rank play. But honestly, I think climbing on this champion is insanely hard. I don't... Like, if you're a Ryze one-trick, you're going to be miserable, bro. Like, you could play something else and it'd be so much easier. Or use him as part of a pool. Not ASOL tier. Yeah, I suppose, like, because he can build Catalyst and because he doesn't get fisted, like, quite as hard, he probably doesn't deserve to be down there. Yeah, that's probably fair. Well, let's put him there. But he can be wholesome. Where else are we? Swain. Swain. I think Swain's questionable. I want to say Swain's pretty questionable. Like, he's pretty easy to play. And he's very tanky, which is, like, pretty OP for solo queue. I do think he's pretty punishable, though. You know, like, unlike a lot of these champs, you can kill him. I feel like it's pretty easy to kill. And it's definitely not as OP as these. Maybe it's fine tier. I don't know. What do we think? Maybe it's fine. Honestly, I don't hate like that at all. And it's not that OP anymore, I guess. Fucking noise melee. I swear there's some melees that are good though. Like if you're any melee DPS is good. We'll do Sylas. Sylas is a weird champ. Sylas is like really weird. I'm like, I don't know. This champ, I think this champ sucks again. I really do think Sylas sucks. But I also think if Sylas gets like one kill, then he's kind of OP. And it's like sort of like Katarina and shit, where you're like coin flipping getting fed. I don't think it's quite that annoying. It's like either questionable or immoral, I think. I definitely don't think it's anywhere near as annoying as these, but it's a pretty annoying champ to play against. I think I'll put him in questionable. I don't really know. I don't think it's like super bad, but yeah. Okay, and then we've got Syndra. All right, I'm gonna drop a hot take here, guys. I'm gonna say climbing on Syndra is at least immoral, if not extremely immoral. This champ is so broken, even after nerfs, and she's so easy. Like, as long as you know how to combo on this champ, she is insanely easy to play. Like, she does have a high skill cap, but, like, dude, straight up, people, like, overrate how much skill this champ requires to start playing. So, I don't know if she's, like, immoral or extremely, but this champ is really cancer. Like, I hate playing in Syndra, even though, like, I play it all the time. It's probably not quite as cringe as these champs. I don't know. I think I'll put her here, though. I think she's at least immoral. What's the morality based on? It's based on my opinions. Syndra and Ori the same level? Nah, the reason I think it's way different is, like, it's... Okay, to be, like, a to be like a challenger Ori compared to a challenger Syndra is probably about the same. But to be like, let's say a diamond Syndra instead of like a diamond Ori, it's way, way, way easier to be a diamond Syndra than a diamond Ori. It's so much more forgiving. Like, Syndra should win lane, but she doesn't even need to. She honestly doesn't even need to. Which is kind of dumb, I think. Because I think if a champ is really powerful in lane, it should be kind of balanced around, like, okay, like, yeah, you probably should win lane. I think Ori is easier to see in Syndra and low elo. I don't think Ori's easier than Syndra by any means. Taliyah. I think Taliyah is probably fine, or maybe even wholesome. Like, the thing with Taliyah is, like, blinding Taliyah sucks, you know? It's pretty rough. You can make it work if you're really good, but I think Taliyah blind is, like, a real exercise in frustration. She's definitely not Giga Chad, because the champ is quite good, I think. I don't know, it's either fine or wholesome. Maybe she's wholesome. Are we going to put it in Marl? No, I mean, I don't hate Taliyah at all. I think it's really hard to play. I think its blind pick ability sucks. I think it's, like, much weaker in solo queue than competitive because you don't have, like, Vi and Zinzao every game. Yeah, we'll probably put it there. Talon, okay, this one's easy. Talon is, like, extremely immoral. I think maybe even getting close to degen. This champ is so disgusting. Like, yeah, I don't know, it does way too much damage. There's so much cheese, so much potential to just get randomly fed. In fact, I think I will put it in degen. I hate Talon. I really do. I hate Talon. I do think it's, like, not quite as bad as Diana. Like, I'm almost willing to make a Diana tier. I don't know, should I make a Diana tier? It's pretty annoying, though. It's pretty annoying. Maybe I make this a Lux and Diana tier. Should I do that? Because I think these are both, like, pretty annoying. I think they're both about the same. Lux is worth, I don't know, they're like, they're cancer in their own ways, you know? I hate both these champs. I really do. What was the reasoning? Just go back and look. Where's Zed? I'm getting to it. The alphabet, you know, Zed's late in it. It's annoying that they patch the alphabet every year, but yeah, he's quite late this season. What else? Okay, TF. TF. I think TF's kind of questionable. I do. So TF, he is a hard champ to play, but he is quite hard to punish. Like, he gets to build Catalyst, and he's like really tanky. He's got point and click CC. I'd say it's kind of questionable. I don't know. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, we can put it as fine. It is an annoying champ. I don't know. We'll put it in as fine, I think. The alphabet should get an update. It does. It does. Every season. Okay, what else? We're near the end of the list. All right, Veigar. Guys, I think if you can make Veigar work, it's actual Giga Chat. Like, this champion's horrible. I think this champion sucks. It's, I don't know. It can sometimes be good, but I swear there's, like, almost always something that's better. I think it's, like, insanely rare that Veigar is, like, good at all. And I think, like, I don't know. Yeah, you just have, like, so many weaknesses and shit. I think it's, like, pretty whatever. I'm gonna say Giga Chad. I'll say Giga Chad. Probably not the most Giga Chad. Like, maybe he's, like, a little further along that way. Maybe something like this. Okay. What else have we got? Vel'Koz. I'd probably say Vel'Koz is also, like, close to Giga Chad tier, although maybe more wholesome. I do think Vel'Koz is, like, a pretty good counter pick, at least. You know, like, I think Veigar kind of sucks with everything, but, like, Vel'Koz at least good against mages. I don't know. Do we think he's Giga Chad or wholesome? He should be pretty high on the list, though. You know, Veigar V2, of course. He's a really hard champ to win on. You guys think Giga Chad? I'm kind of down for that. I mean, it is a really hard champ to play. Vel doesn't counter shit? Come on, Vel'Koz shits on mages. Like Hwei and stuff. Vex. I think Vex is fine. Does anyone have strong opinions on Vex? I think this champ is, like, pretty whatever. I think it's just, like, totally whatever. I don't like care about Vex at all. No opinion. Okay. All right, Viktor. Okay, Viktor is at least questionable, guys. Viktor is at least questionable. Like, Viktor is a hard champ to win on. Very hard champ to win on. But he's also extremely annoying. Like, I hate playing against Viktor so much. Even if you're horrible at Viktor, it's kind of like Irelia. Like, you just auto-win the lane. I'm, like, kind of tempted to put Viktor in Immoral. I don't know. He's not as easy to win on as, like, a champ like Syndra. But he is very, very annoying. At least tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave him here. Like, I hate playing against Viktor. I think I'll leave him there. Then we've got Vlad. Yep, this champ is disgusting as well. Vlad's another champ that's, like, pretty weak, but the problem with Vlad is that, like, if your champ can't deal with Vlad, then you're actually just fucked. Like, Vlad can't do anything against a lot of the champs, but, you know, the other half of the champs can't do anything against Vlad, which I think is, like, really bad design. So, like, this champ is at least immoral. It's really annoying to play against. Like, yeah, again, if you have the wrong champion of Vlad, it's just game over, basically. Really good counter. Vlad is kind of, like, gated a little bit just by the meta. Like, if the meta weren't so fast-paced, Vlad would be, like, way better, and he'd be way more annoying. Xerath is... I don't know. Personally, I would say Xerath is fine, but I think most of you, like, really hate Xerath, right? Like, I think most of you, like, really hate Xerath. I feel like whenever... The champs that get complained about in this chat the most are, like, Xerath, Malzahar, and LeBlanc, I feel like. I feel like you guys say those all the time. Lux is for Giga Chads. Yep, this one right here, officer. Not sure, yeah, because it sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I would say Xerath is fine. But I don't know, again, like, you guys seem to hate Xerath. But I think this champ is, like, it's pretty whatever. Okay, we'll do Yasuo. Where do we start with Yasuo? I think, okay, annoying thing about Yasuo, pretty much best champ in the game for the first 10 minutes. Like, can't be punished in the first 10 minutes, basically at all. No cooldowns, infinite sustain, no mana costs. Very annoying champ, but it is a pretty hard champ to climb on. I want to say he's, like, questionable. He's probably questionable, I think. I think he's questionable. I think, just because he's hard. Like, he's very similar to Irelia. I think we'd have to put him in the same tier as Irelia. Yeah, let's put him in the same tier as Irelia. I think that makes sense. And then, Yon. Okay, Yon. Yon, at least immoral. If not extremely. No, I don't think it can be extremely. It can't be extremely because it can't run around the map and get fed. But this champ is definitely immoral. Like, this champ is way better than Yasuo. It's not as good in lane, obviously, but, like, again, D-Shield Second Wind, no mana costs, low cooldowns, scales really, really well. At least Yon is punishable early. But I think Yon is, like, 10 times the champ that Yasuo is. He is kind of gated behind being a counterpick, which is, like, you know, maybe makes him less bad, but I still kind of dislike the Yon. We might need to rearrange some of these, because I think some of these tiers could be rearranged, but I think that's, like, about right. Zed. Guys, I think Zed's extremely immoral. I do. Thing with Zed, no mana costs, D-Shield user, can farm from range, scales well. Not quite D-Gen tier. Like, at least Zed is hard. I will admit, like, Zed's skill cap's pretty high, but he is pretty much unpunishable. I mean, you can't really kill Zed if he plays well. And I think there's, like, a lot of counters to Zed that are kind of fake. Like, for example, I think Zed into Malphite, like, in high Halos, can actually be, like, Zed favored. Because you can just go Conquer Scaling, and you can, like, ult the Malphite on and stuff. But he is kind of hard, at least. So, yeah. Melee champ with ranged attacks. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he is a control mage with, like, that builds assassin items. So let's say he's at least immoral. Okay, and then we've got Ziggs. I think Ziggs is probably fine. It's a pretty annoying champ, but I don't think he's particularly good. I don't even want to talk about him. Zilean we'll put on the list. Zillion's definitely at least a little immoral. Very, very cringe champion. Kind of like Malzahar, to be honest. Like, if he doesn't get punished early, he's kind of insane. Yeah, I don't think he's quite like this, but he's very annoying. Okay, and then last meta mid, we have Zoe. Zoe is probably at least questionable. She's very much a coin flip champion, which is pretty annoying. Like, if she, I don't know, if she rolls the right bubbles, like the balloons, I mean, she's like really OP. I would probably put Zoe in the questionable tier for me. I don't think she quite goes higher, but she is quite an annoying champ. Alright, do we want to one-shot some of the off-meta mids? Do we want to one-shot some of the off-meta mids? Okay, some off the top of my head, Zac mid is like degen for obvious reasons. In fact, could probably go even higher. Like, this champion is disgusting. Like, tanks are just disgusting in general. I think Zac is like one of the worst. Similar champs to Zac. Where is... Should I put Cho on the list? I'll probably put Cho. I think Cho is like... Ooh, I mean, at least immoral, right? Like, if not extremely. It's probably just immoral. I don't think it makes it that higher. Mbessa, yeah, Mbessa is degenerate, of course. Extremely broken. Where's Garen? Dude, they keep moving the letters around. It's so annoying. Garen... Ooh, probably... I would actually say Garen is extremely immoral. I'm going to be honest. I think this champ is really cringe. Tryndamere. I might not put Tryndamere on there. I don't know. I feel like I don't see Tryndamere often enough to even, like, comment on him. Nasus? Okay, I'll put Nasus just because I've played against it recently, and it's pretty cancer. I don't think it's quite as disgusting as, like, these two, but it's pretty high up on the list. I don't know. Are there any other, like, big ones? Seraphine? I don't know. I don't really see Seraphine mid. I'm kind of can't be bothered with it. Sion? No, let's put Sion on there. Sion is probably... I'd say Sion's... Yeah, Sion's extremely moral, actually. Morgana. Where's Morgana? Honestly, don't mind Morgana. I'll put Morgana in, like, questionable. Or maybe even it's fine. I don't know. I feel like Morgana is, like, so much easier to deal with if you're a noob than Malz. I feel like even in high rank, it's, like, not that bad. I don't know. I'll put it in as fine. Like, I don't care about Malz. Or, Morg. Kayle? Yeah, does Kayle get played? I don't know. Kayle's probably fine. Don't really see Kayle. I mean, actually, Kayle's kind of annoying. Like, D-Shield second wind and super fast. Maybe I'll put Kayle in questionable. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really want to put on, like... I don't want to put on every niche counterpick imaginable, you know? I don't want to put on, like... I can't be bothered putting on, like, Tristan, Lucian, and shit. I'll put Corki. I think Corki's pretty wholesome. Hard champ to win on. He kind of, yeah, kind of whatever. Quinn? Oh, we could put Quinn. Quinn gets played a fair amount. Where is Quinn? And I feel quite kind of, strongly about Quinn. Quinn is, like, almost Akshan tier. Like, it's not quite that bad, but I think Quinn is kind of degen. I'll be honest, I hate playing against Quinn. I think I might leave it there. I don't know. Is there any other, like, really big ones? Draven, Nico. Does Nico get played? I feel like Nico doesn't get played mid. Ribbon, I don't really see that one either. Jack, Smolder, Triss, Pantheon. I swear these champs don't really get played mid anymore. Like, does Smolder get played any mid anymore? Like, I don't think so. Watching the OC 20? Nah, probably not. I might watch it in queue. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to, like, clutter it with, like, a lot of other things. I think that's pretty good. Do we want to rearrange anything? I think it's pretty good. I think we could maybe move things within tiers, but I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? I think it's, like, an overall good list. Is there anything that actually needs to move tiers? Okay, you know what? I think I think I might move Irelia, LeBlanc, and Yasuo all into the Immoral tier. I think. And then I might move some other things into questionable. Like, I think I'll probably move Galio, Ekko, Aurora, and Annie into questionable. I think that looks like a little better. I think that looks a little better. Ekko needs to go up. Yeah, I think so. It is pretty annoying. Why is Akshan in that spot? Is he good? He's just extremely annoying. Anivia is the most wholesome mid. It's just an innocent bird. It's an innocent bird that happens to be completely unpunishable. Anivia up 1? You think even higher? I could see it. I could see it. It is pretty annoying. Is it quite this tier, though? I mean, we could move Syndra, Akali, and Anivia up 1, maybe? Maybe like this? Maybe like that? Does that look a little better? I think it does. Yeah, honestly, I think that looks good. I think that looks pretty good. Akshan up 1, still too close to the rest. And Yon. I don't know, like, at least Yon gets kind of, like, fucked early. I don't know, I don't think that one's too annoying. I think that's looking good. It's got, like, a nice spread to it. I think this is looking very aesthetic. Should I maybe move Ori to questionable? That might be my one move. Anivia is way more immoral than the other mages. I don't know. I don't know. She is really annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking hate playing against Anivia. But, like, I hate Syndra, too, and I hate Viktor as well, so I don't know. Make 3 tiers between Lux and Akshan and leave them empty. It is tempting. Too many Giga Chads, you think? If I were going to move things out of Giga Chad, I would probably move, I think, just Vel'Koz. But I think that's fine. Veigar Giga Chad doesn't feel right. I mean, the champ is pretty trash, don't you guys think? I mean, I guess he's, like, not super hard. No way Zoe's questionable. Yeah. Yeah, Zoe's, like, reasonably immoral. Okay, I think that's looking good. I think that's looking good. I think we'll leave it there. Like, possibly we could keep min-maxing it. But I'm pretty happy with that list. I think that came out super well. What do you guys think?